Ethan Klein and idubbbz got into a little feud, and I guess Ethan Klein finally responded to it. He responded to it 6 days ago, but we're gonna react to it now. I was supposed to react to it like fucking a few days ago, but I just didn't have time to. And judging from the description here, so long pal, I'm assuming they're cutting off their friendship.
A few days ago, my good friend Ian, also known as idubbbz, released a content cop about me. His video's over an hour long and it's full of a lot of accusations. We watched the entire video, every frame of it, responded to every accusation on the podcast in a really long episode. We watched the whole thing, so if you're interested in a more thorough response to everything, I would recommend watching this episode. The video that I'm making today, however, I don't need an hour for, because there's really just one central point that I want to make here. My good friend Ian, in his hour-long takedown, did not mention one time Child Protective Services. Not one, no mention, no explanation, no overview, nothing. Zero mentions of CPS. A few weeks ago, Child Protective Services showed up to our house at 6 a.m. to interrogate us about an anonymous tip they got that our kids were crawling around and eating dog shit at catching diseases.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. idubbbz did this? So idubbbz called fucking Child Protective Services on this poor man, saying that their kids was getting neglected and abused, bro. What in the fuck? Okay, whoever did this, they pretty much took it a little too fucking far with this beef. Like, the beef wasn't even that fucking serious. Like, just because like people didn't like H3's content, so somebody sends fucking CPS over to their kids. That's just fucked up, bro.
Ian spends the majority of his video characterizing me like a raving lunatic who's lashing out at everyone around me with zero provocation.
Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help, maybe if he stops harassing other creators, maybe if he does these things, eventually he'll find peace and we can like rekindle our friendship. And I feel like I am speaking up for a lot of people who have problems with you, and a lot of people who have been on the receiving end of your harassment.
What he doesn't say is the majority of these clips he's using are taken from this episode. Now, does he ever show the title of this episode?
Wait. Denims went after my kid. Oh, okay, so it was Denims that did it. So basically, anybody who's part of fucking Hassan Piker, somebody on his crew called fucking Child Protective Services on fucking Ethan, bro. It's kind of fucked up, if anything. At 6 a.m. in the morning? Jesus, fuck. Jesus Christ, CPS can come? Okay, listen. I know I don't have kids, but I did not know CPS can just barge on your door any time of the fucking day. That's fucking crazy, bro.
No, he does not ever show the title of this episode. Snark called Child Protective Services on us. Not only does he not show the title, he doesn't explain why I'm upset, who I'm mad at, why I'm mad at them. Zero context. I am just an anonymous, screaming lunatic.
It's been pleasant hanging out with you. I've enjoyed your content over the years, and as of late, it's gotten really fucking shitty.
So basically, idubbbz is using Ethan's mental health as a weapon against him to make him look bad. Bro, that is the most scumbag shit to do to a friend. Okay, I'm just saying this right now. Ethan has every fucking right to lash out at people for this. Because I'm just being honest with you. If I had kids and someone sent a tip saying that I was abusing them or whatever, that shit would fucking drive me crazy. Because I would never fucking do that. And yeah, idubbbz is a piece of shit, bro. Somebody on Hassan Piker's group is a piece of shit for this.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
Who else? Who else do we want to burn today?
Who else do we want to burn today? You're making it so fucking obvious that this is your emotional dumping ground. It's horrible. This is not what podcasts are. There was a way to approach this to say like, yeah, we feel hurt by you guys not saying something. You've decided to do the extra thing and attack.
In this episode, the same day that CPS came to my home, I was understandably irate. This was a provocation that I had not experienced. It went into my real world, was affecting my children and my life in a way that I found extremely disturbing and an escalation that I found very unacceptable. Now, why am I mad at Ian for this? Well, let's start here. Denims is someone he's accusing me of in his video of harassing. Let's see what Denims said about my children 3 days before CPS was called.
He lets his dogs shit all over his mansion, and he just leaves the shit on the floor, something that is probably related to the fact that his former housekeeper is...
Listen, I don't even know why I'm laughing, because this is a serious matter, but this guy's got a big-ass nose, bro. This guy looks like Squidward with a beard. Bad empanada. Who the fuck is bad empanada? Oh, Jesus Christ. Looks like a white Osama bin Laden, bro.
Can't read mine, no you can't read my book.
I'm guessing this is Denims here. And, like, I'm just saying, don't fucking believe this man, bro.
suing him for a number of different reasons. So I would assume he doesn't actually have a housekeeper anymore, or perhaps he lost his extra housekeeper. So now the house is just like covered in dog shit. And he's...
Bro, it's the fact that people are actually believing this. Call CPS, child endangerment watch, CPS, social services, that's child endangerment. Okay, if his kids have, I don't know what the fuck that is, they actually need to be taken away. Actual worst father ever, holy shit. So Ethan is an only sexual... What? I hope that ain't true, Jesus.
He has kids, and his kids like crawl into the dog shit, and God forbid... Gaillardia means you leaving your dog shit on the floor for a while, and your kids are walking on it and probably eating it. Jesus fucking Christ. That's fucking disgusting. Even though it ain't true, bro. I don't know what they do with it. I don't know if they eat it, or if it's just from like contact with it with their hands or something, but...
Dude, people...
They contracted a parasite.
Dude, people are actually believing this shit.
Called Giardia. From... the dog shit that is all over his house.
Dude, how is it that like maybe once a week I look into what Ethan Klein's been up to, and every time I manage to find more and more terrible shit. This is where Ethan tells a story about his family getting Giardia.
We already have mold Mondays.
Giardia?
Now we have shit Saturdays.
Also, this is not a joking matter, by the way. It can be very severe and deadly to small children. I mean, much like many other illnesses, it's very, very, very dangerous when infants get the same sicknesses that adults get. There are lots of things that you can get as an adult. You're totally fine. You'll be A-okay. No problem. A child, a small infant that has no immune system, shouldn't be catching anything.
Okay, I can't stand this bitch's voice, bro.
No wonder his house is covered in dog shit, and his neglected children raised by nannies have contracted parasites previously unknown to science from the feces. I wonder why he skipped over all of it.
Okay, I can't hear Osama bin Laden no more, and I can't hear this white bitch. I need the fucking...
Or your posture, or your dog shitting all over the house to the point where your kids are getting Giardia. That's the image of someone who is not well. Wait, what? Wait, what, Dams? Wait, what? You guys didn't know about this? Yeah.
Bro, he's not well because you guys are fucking making assumptions about him, which is not even true. You can clearly tell here there's like that it's fairly well clean. Secondly, this bitch nose so pointy, I feel like she's gonna poke me through the fucking screen. And he's hunched over like this because he's a fucking old man. He's in his 40s, bro. Like, they're literally judging this man just on the way his posture is, saying that he's a bad person, bro. Like, Ethan Klein is innocent. He's not innocent about a lot of things, but he is innocent about this situation.
Even after CPS was called, Denims attempted to justify it by claiming that it's okay because children can't be traumatized.
I want you to
What?
create any bad memory here for them. Like, they are 5 and 3. They don't understand this shit. So I told him,
Create any bad memory for them. You're not forming memories at 3 years old, and it's very rare that you're forming memories at 5 years old. Nah, yes you are. No, you're not. When we're talking about being able to remember, being able to recall memories, it's like 4 is the but even if you are
Wait, so basically, if you're traumatized when you're younger, you're not gonna remember shit. Yeah, you may not remember it, but it's still gonna traumatize you. Like, for example, I fucking got into several car accidents when I was younger. Like, I don't know exactly what happened, but now I'm scared to fucking drive. We got Big Nose here fucking talking again.
Who cares so deeply about it would be talking about him and not me. Here's a small taste.
I'd like to pay tribute to Ethan Klein and the new Twitch TOS that declares Zionism. Zion is the slur. I'd like to pay tribute to him by playing the first in Al-Aqsa video game where you kill Zionist soldiers as a Palestinian resistance
Wait, it looks like
fighter.
a Discord mod.
Anyways, are these Israelis? They're just standing there? I mean, is the Israeli army a bunch of Ethan Kleins? Like, they're all on a fucking Ozempic binge. They don't understand what's going on around them. They haven't noticed me. Where do they keep the secretaries? In here?
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
hunting for secretaries right now.
Jesus Christ, bro. Looks like a fucking Discord mod.
Here's Bad Empanada once again, who posted a story
Wait, what?
saying,
I'm the one who called CPS on Ethan Klein. I want CPS to take his kids away because they're in a serious danger. I'm just saying this right now. If this guy ever becomes a babysitter, I would be the one that calls CPS. This man doesn't look like he can be trusted, bro. I'm just being honest with you. idubbbz is using Ethan Klein's mental health as a weapon against him. Bad Empanada is called CPS. Denims is retarded, like actually fucking retarded. Like, after hearing that whole thing about how kids can't be traumatized, if that was the case, then why is there a bunch of crazy kids in this world? Like, trauma is everywhere, bro. The fuck? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Today was pretty bad, wasn't it? Really sucked for you. You were so disappointed. The betrayal of one of your closest long-term friends, huh? TikTok, though, Ethan.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Your fucking breath stinks. I can smell it through the fucking... I can smell it through my monitor, bro.
TikTok, because this was just a taste. This was just a small part of what we have organized for you. It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse, Mr. Klein. Every day, sit there just waiting in misery, in fear of what we have in store for you. Tick-tock goes the clock.
It's funny that these people actually think they got something on Ethan just because his old best friend is with them now.
I was particularly angry during this episode entitled Snark Called CPS on Us, because I hold Denims to be one of the primary reasons, in my opinion, why CPS was called. Another one of their friends, Froggy Tonic, had been spreading the same malicious rumor about me on Twitter for days before CPS was called as well.
I used to work with this video editor named Froggy Tonic. I discovered him because he was in the circles online that I was in. There would be an occasional Froggy tweet where I'd be like, I agree with that, you know? Like, I'm not gonna endorse it, I'm not gonna retweet it or like it, but fair.
Wait, what? Are people... Bro, is he really telling people to listen to Hassan? You're telling me that this man wants everyone to fucking listen to this douchebag of a Chad, bro. Douchebag of the year, by the way.
Now let me show you the tweets that Ian conveniently omitted. Me when my 3 kids ask me why they haven't seen me in the past 4 months. I was in my basement. How can you shun a fallen fan when they worry about their 3 kids when they can't be bothered to protect their dogs? Ethan was neglectful with his dogs, he's already been neglectful with his kids, and he will continue to be. As a child of a neglectful, bipolar, narcissistic dad, that's precisely why I worry about Ethan's kids. I explained it on the podcast, but the truth of the matter is, it's all a lie. It's all wrong. The man is talking about my children. He's painting me as a terrible parent, a neglectful parent, and saying that he's, whose claim to fame is being idubbbz's friend and former editor, is spreading malicious, damaging rumors about me that led to the CPS being called. Which, by the way, Ian does not explain one time. He did not mention why I'm angry at Froggy Tonic. He did not mention why I'm angry at Denims. He did not mention the name of the episode. He did not mention what the episode was about. He actually has a perfect opportunity to explain the CPS call, but watch what he does here instead.
Now, my former editor of a year and a half ago did say some truly mean shit. He called Hila the C word. He said they're trying to kill their dog with cheddar cheese and a bunch of other shit.
What other shit, Ian? Other shit is doing a lot of heavy lifting, man. Now, why does this matter? Because Anissa was yucking it up with these guys during the period in which they were spreading this rumor and when the CPS call was made. The CPS call is central to understanding this story. You cannot tell this story without that context. And to try to tell this story without including that detail, it would be the most bad faith, cruel, gaslighting hit piece of all time. Unfortunately, that's exactly what he did. He convinced his audience that the reason that I'm mad, that I'm lashing out, simply because I'm a raving lunatic, I am crashing out, I'm just crazy and harassing his friends for no reason.
And listen, I know a lot of you hated me for making fun of idubbbz. I mean, technically, I made fun of both of them. I made fun of how weird he looks. I made fun of how idubbbz looks. I'm sorry that I made fun of Ethan, but I'm not sorry that I made fun of idubbbz now, because idubbbz is just, I mean, let's just face it, man. idubbbz fell off, bro. He's not gonna fucking come back. He fell off. The only reason why he got 1 million views is because it had Content Cop in the title, and now he's painting his fucking best friend as a bad person, and everyone's actually believing it. Like, that's the definition of a bad friend, bro. He really is a piece of shit.
By the way, to my good friend Ian of 8 years, I really appreciate you weaponizing my mental health against me
to make Ethan crash out. He's having a parasocial, weird crash out. People can have crash out moments. Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help.
Someone who I've confided in over the years with my struggles with it, who understands what I've been through, the lengths that I've gone to work on myself and improve my mental condition. For him to throw that in my face, to characterize anything I'm doing as crashing out, that I need help, that I need to get some kind of treatment, is cruel and pathetic on a level I didn't think he would ever be possible of doing. One ridiculous point he keeps hammering on is that I'm hating on him, I'm harassing him, simply because he's following people on Twitter.
We're not gonna run to your defense when, we follow people. We be following. That's one fucked up thing that you can say about Anissa and I, is when we're on Twitter, we do be following.
I'm not upset, Ian, because you follow people. That is absurd. I'm mad because you are actively engaging with these people on social media, in DMs, while this harassment is happening, seemingly indifferent to it, silent on it. In a sense, I felt like you were more on their side than my side.
Our silence means something. It means that we would like to pause this relationship.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you bald crackhead, bro.
That's exactly what we felt. Wow, it's almost like we were right about you. There's something that I've never talked about publicly, but around the same time, we received 2 human skulls in the mail at our home,
fuck?
which led us to having a very pleasant interview with the FBI. Things have progressed well.
Whoa. Hey. So, somebody sent human skulls to this man's house. Bro, it is not that serious. What is the fucking mafia? So what? I don't like you, so I send fucking skulls to your house? Like, dude, this is internet beef. Dude, I lost all respect for idubbbz. Like, don't get me wrong, I respected him when he apologized for all the shit he did in the past. But after hearing about him and the rest of the other people, he's getting to the point where he's just trying to stay in the spotlight.
That's just what the internet does. Ian had a recent revelation. He's transcended into a new person. He's achieved nirvana and discovered empathy at age 32.
I think only in these past couple of years have I gained the ability empathy, and I'm very ashamed to admit that.
Yeah, that's some bullshit now.
It sounds really pathetic to say at the age of 32 I've acquired empathy, but I have, And I've realized it because
What the fuck is this? Bro, what the fuck is this? It looks like the fucking Avengers if... yeah. Yeah, let's go watch the Avengers. We got the Avengers at home, son.
Am I so uniquely evil that you're willing to abandon your newfound principles after, what, less than a year? What is it that I've done, Ian, that makes me more detestable than any of the other people that you've content copped? And for what did you do this? To revitalize your dying career? This entire video reeks of desperation, of being thrown together, and poorly researched. I don't really even understand why they did this, and I can't imagine that it's going to be worth it. Thanks for the 8 years of friendship, buddy. Have fun with your new friends.
Yeah, I'm just saying this right now. idubbbz new friends is not gonna fucking like them. They're gonna fucking like throw them away probably after like a year, and then idubbbz is gonna have to look for new friends. Can't go back to Ethan though. Ethan will fucking say fuck you.